Are we streaming out? Yes, we are. Hey, what's up, guys? So I think first thing, let me get some music going here. All right, got some music. What's up, guys? We're back with some more Arma 3 editing, or Warlords editing, I should say. Get VS Code going here, and hub. Sweet. Yeah, I can already see something I forgot to do the other day, so fix this right now. I forgot to update this. Pre-update that to 3. Get started on our 0.3 patch notes here. Okay, cool. First commit of night before we even get to where to do this, just because I saw it and I could do it. Alright, so let's go over. So, as I said, the patch came out. So we can use a dedicated server again, which is awesome. I think we can use a dedicated server. So that's going to be the primary thing we're doing, and we're going to do a lot of just verifying old bugs in systems in the game. But I do have a couple minor edits I want to do. First thing I do, we're going to go to the cleanup script, and we're going to make it super aggressive. Because something I noticed was there's a min range of players or something, like a safety range or something, where it tries not to clean stuff up when players are nearby. Yeah, we're probably just gonna basically scrap that. Like, the original intent of the system was to make the battlefield feel alive, but what happens is at spawn, since people are basically always AFK at spawn, you have just massive piles of bodies and vehicles and stuff sitting at spawn, which is bad. So it seems kind of silly to have that system in at all when I could just completely get rid of it. And next we're gonna check helipads. I gotta go back and see if the main thing I'm worried about is Kavala. I think the helipads got removed from Kavala at some point. I think they're in most of the other sectors that need them. So we're gonna be testing the spawn system error with statics. We're gonna do that locally before we go to the dedicated server. So we're gonna get all this stuff done, then we're gonna go to the dedicated server and start testing real bugs there. And we also need to find where Warlords 2 name is still popping up. I was rewatching my stream and I saw that the other day. Oh, I also noticed on stream that it should give me a little bit better I set a specific view distance. Yeah, on mobile you can't actually see the code, so we'll play boomer mode, I guess. Boomer mode, boomer zoom. Okay, so I forgot to put the to-do list in front of you guys so you guys can see it. So we got the cleanup script. We're gonna work on that. Got the helipads, test spawners, fix Word 2, and I also started setting up a testing list here. No major changes to the mission. It's just going to be a bunch of testing bugs tonight. We're going to use the old Redux because the warden was nice enough to post a bunch of logs. So we're going to use those for our basis of fixing stuff. Okay, so let's go to constraints. I think constraints and description.txt are going to be the two files we need tonight. Okay. I'm looking for something. Asset removal safe zone. Okay, so this default value, this was 100. At some point it got bumped up to 200. So we're going to we're going to go crazy with this. Drop it all the way down to thing is, if I do 50, people at spawn are still going to be in range of yeah, we'll start with 50. Using sector warning frequency, volume. Okay. Asset and irrelevant range? Let's go figure this out. I've never heard of this before. Asset relevant range. Okay, it's only used in a single script called the asset relevance check. Parent sector equals asset get variable. Just looking for parent sector. Okay, it's originally pulling asset. Okay. So then it's getting its parent sector for the asset. And if it is not null parent sector, so if it has a parent sector assigned, then take asset and parent sector and spawn. Okay, so it's just setting up a function, I guess. Original owner equals parent sector. What's the script do though? Original owner is not all warlords. Oh, it's blowing up the object at the end. Okay. Okay, let's go find out where this is being called though. Right. So we got, okay, it's getting compiled in the init, right? And the only place it's used is in the new assets handle. This is one of our scripts that's bugged right now. What does spawn mean on the wiki? Go find out. I mean, obviously it's fairly straightforward, but go find out the actual technicals of it. Hey, it was a original. Oh, this is OG, dude. The scripted command is from OFP 1.0, dude. This command is like 20 plus years old. Gives a set of compiled instructions to the scheduler. Exactly when the code is executed will be unknown. Depends on how busy the engine is or how filled up scheduler. Oh, this sounds really scary, dude. Look at this huge warning on this code. When multiple code is spawned in an order, there is no guarantee that the spawn code will also execute in the same order. You need such guarantee. Use spawned order. Oh. Ooh, I need this command right here, boys. Active SQF scripts. Oh, please give me this. That's so bad. That's one of the biggest problems I'm having with Redux is trying to profile what's going on. Interesting. I wonder where else this command is being used. Sounds like this is a really bad command to use. The script started this way will be added to the script scheduler and will be executed in turns, giving priority to the scripts waiting longest since their last suspension. Completed scripts are removed from the scheduler while scripts not completed in the allocated time are suspended. This totally sounds like what ends up happening in the Redux missions. Because I don't know if you guys played Redux on official server, but eventually what happens is like it gets lagged out. And then stuff like when you attack a town, it'll take like 5 minutes for the AI to spawn. Those are problems that we're trying to fix. Wow, this is interesting. All scheduled scripts can run for a maximum of 3 milliseconds in each frame. It's nuts. As soon as a total runtime of 3 milliseconds is reached, the current script is paused, and the game continues calculating everything else it needs to calculate that frame. On the next frame, the scheduler again starts to run scripts for 3 milliseconds, starting with a script that has not been executed for the longest time. This means any script that is ran as a 3 millisecond runtime was reached will pause in the middle of its execution depending on how many scripts are spawned. It might take several frames for it to be run again. Wow. Unscheduled environment. Okay, so what we were looking at were the scheduled stuff, which is stuff that's spawned in the init and via these commands. Okay. Unscheduled environment. Ah, this. More we read this, dude, more I can see all these problems popping up for Redux. So when you're running an unscheduled script, this ensures the execution order in as the fastest ways for scripters to execute their code. Disadvantage is that a called function can halt or slow down the game if the function has a high performance consumption. And halt or slow down the game. Therefore, those functions should be spawned and thereby run in a scheduled environment. So right now, after reading this, if we actually wanted to try to performance profile Redux, we would have to go through and figure out every single one of these scripts if they're running in a scheduled or unscheduled environment. That sounds freaking horrible, but doable. Okay, so where code starts unscheduled. Debug console. Okay, we don't have to worry about that. Triggers. I don't think we have triggers. We have triggers? Oh, yeah, we do. Every single zone is a trigger, obviously. Oh. In the init client, which is one of our buggy scripts. Actually, this one's okay. This is the one that does the map and stuff. Okay. That's one's actually not that buggy. Okay, the draw handle, that's scheduled. What is this? Order defense. So order defense is... no, actually it's spawned via spawn. Oh no, that was a bad idea. Okay, so even though this trigger is in here, it's actually inside a spawn, which means it's scheduled. Okay. Okay, that's just at an area. Spawn handle. Okay, these are all actual triggers. Trigger area things. Okay, cool. That was kind of enlightening. Okay. It's FMS. State machines? Yeah, finite state machines, yep. Okay, so this is just AI. That is what finite state machines are. So your AI runs in an unscheduled environment, event handlers and I already know code that runs on each frame. This is some Oh, this is the init client. Okay, this is the section of the code we were fixing the other day. So the init client is the buggy part of the code. That's when the player comes in, they bounce around sometimes. So this is run in an unscheduled environment. I guess that makes sense. But this is the code that causes players to bounce around when it's not run correctly. And we can know after just reading the wiki that this code, so I wonder if it's because this, we need to find a way to profile this function. Because if this function is running really slow, the wiki article makes it sound like that's what would be breaking. Game. That's really interesting. So this init client code may be our problem child, murdering performance. Which we kind of already knew, but I mean, try not to be like affirming my own biases here, but I already had suspicions that something was wrong with that script. Okay, function spawned order. Oh, something fairly recent. Probably Dead Man's handiwork. Oh, interesting. So this command existed after Redux was written originally. Although I am not smart enough to implement something like that. Okay, and at some point we're going to have to learn how to use this. Probably going to have to put this into like a... yeah, this is a command we'll definitely want to be using at some point. And I got that pasted into Discord so I can look that up later. Okay, that was really educational. But we need to go back to what we were doing here. So I'm going to go back to clean up. Okay, we looked through the entire constants. I didn't see anything egregious other than that one. Okay. There's also a bug with player funds. Got to test that tonight too. Let's go add that to our testing list here real quick. I think there might be a fix out for the player funds issue. It going to 0 or maybe even negative. Okay, so let's go to description exe. Oh, hey, look at that. I was working on this last time. Okay, course manager mode, yep. That's good. Course limit 50, yep. Timers are good. Oh, it's already defined here. Min player distance, asset removal, safe zone. Go look up, see how this code is actually run here. Alright, that was not what I was expecting. So this must just be running the engine somewhere. The minimum distance between a corpse or a wreck and the nearest player before a corpse or wreck is allowed to be removed by the garbage collector. And this just confirms basically what we already knew. This is why you have corpses and stuff stacking up at spawn. Okay. Why have that value at all? I'm just going to drop that to 1, dude. We already have timers on the garbage collector. Yeah, it's like no sense. So all you're doing is by having any value at all above 0 in the asset removal safe zone, you're just stopping the garbage collector from doing its job. I'm straight up calling that a bug, man. Having any value in that variable is actually just a bug. Alright, so let's go check that off our to-do list. Okay, next up is we're gonna check for helipads. Okay, when I really originally put the helipad system in the game, very, very long time ago, and I don't know their current status. I don't know if at some point I or somebody else went through and removed them. So we're gonna go. Oh, dude, I just passed 6,666.6 hours of playtime in Arma. That's funny. I might play some Arma this weekend. See if I can get that number up close to 7,000. Okay, what did I do? I always forget about this screen. Yep, here's a hotfix that we needed to do our testing. So from last stream, I still have that Nuclear Winter Dark Ambient playlist up. I never actually finished listening to it. I think I'm gonna change it up. Something a little A more pizzazz. As much as I like dark ambient. Yeah, here we go. It's got some pop. Alright, we are going to be checking helipads. And the reason we want these helipads is because we reintroduced the 5.7 spawning system. And pre me putting in helipads, they would just land wherever they felt like it. And the helipads tell the AI, hey, dummy, land right here. Or at least that's our first choice. If there's a helicopter there, they'll like fly to it and they'll see there's a helicopter there, then they'll just move themselves somewhere else. Alright, load. Okay. So anywhere there is yellow, these are helipads. Yep. Okay, the ones from Kavala did definitely get removed. Okay, so I need to helipad, Control C. Right, I'm trying to remember where I put these. They were on. I had one right here from the hospital. And I had the other one actually on this soccer field right here. Yeah, because you're coming out of the hospital. Here's the playground. Here's the burger place. Yeah, and this square right here is actually a soccer field. So, this one right there is, and I measured these spots out to fit the Osprey. I mean Blackfoot, whatever it's called, Arma. I wonder what happens if you put one on the carrier. This is gonna be kind of awkward if you're over here at the carrier and you spawn a helicopter and you have to run over here. But I think that's the best way to do it. Okay, so let's save that. Can close it out. Let's go update. Added helipads to Kavala. Right, it's another item off our list. Okay, next up we're going to be testing spawning errors with statics. And what we'll be doing here is, so we've removed the GOM script and we restored new asset handler to its default state of 5.7. And I think we saw when we were loading that in, we saw that's where the actual set owner is being assigned. So that may give us a lead. So we're just trying to see like what error we get now, see if we get a different error than we did with GOM script.
Warlords protocol initialized. Voting for the next sector. Select sector.
Right, so let's give ourselves some of that money. Okay, defenses.
Sector selected.
Yeah, let's actually do a bunch of these. People have been reporting problems with a lot of these. Okay, and the error should pop up if we get it in a couple seconds. Oh. Right. So I can't remember the bug people reported, but I think it was on the official server. They were saying sometimes they spawn in launchers and stuff. Like it just hangs up forever. It's maybe a dedicated server thing. Or it may be part of that problem we were just reading about with scheduled versus unscheduled code. Oh, well, we're so far.
Action cancelled.
Where'd it go? Oh, it bounced over there and exploded? That's cool, I guess. Why did you do that, little guy? Go. Why are these things just exploding? Okay, I am intrigued right now. Every time I spawn one of these, they just fly away somewhere and explode. Oh, because they're spawning up in the air? Why are these things spawning in the air? Oh. I know why these are spawning in there. Ha ha ha. Because they're using the same spawn code as helicopters. Oh, that's interesting. So let's spawn something really big. Yep, they are using the same spawn code as helicopters. That is actually kind of hilarious. So does that mean we need to go take an airfield, guys? Well, that was not what we were testing, but that is really interesting. Okay. Oh, dude. Okay, we definitely got to go take an airfield. Okay, these are the big boys that we know for a fact are throwing arrows at us. Did we fix it? Oh, nope. Something happened. Okay. Error just took a little longer than I was expecting to pop up. Okay, that is definitely the old error. That sucks. Let's go find out what that error actually said, though. Exactly. Seriously feel like I should delete most of these. Yeah, actually, let's just go through all these. What day is it today? 18th? Was this seriously the 18th already? Yep. Why is this file so big? Alright. Okay. So it's only the SAM systems causing this. Let's go to GitHub. Let's go see if we can find the actual bug report here. I don't think these are related to these issues that are on. These error codes he posted don't look anything like the error codes I'm getting. Okay, well, we know that bug's still in the game. Doesn't really affect anything, just creates issues in the logs. Alright, so let's go take an airfield. AC is going to be the best place to go.
Select destination. Destination.
Oh, I do not have my mouse set up. Almost had to actually use my keyboard to play the game. That would have been a disaster. Trying to think of ways to solve that drone issue. Because I'm pretty sure these other drones are going to use the exact same code, the big ones. Wonder if we could do the, make them invulnerable while they fall or something. Really wouldn't fix it. I mean, they would bounce and stuff, but
Select sector.
kind of funny. That may be our solution for the damaged helis landing as well. Let's make helis invulnerable till they touch down.
Selected. Select destination. Destination selected.
Either way, I don't think we're going to work on that tonight. It's more just a lot of just testing and stuff. Tonight, don't plan on making any heat changes. We are capping.
Sector seized. Voting for the next sector. Select sector. Sector selected.
Just giving a second for everything to spawn before I murder. Yep.
Select destination.
So this might end up being hilarious if these big drones fall out of the sky. Something exploded over that direction. I'll see something on this Kuma. Nope. Modifications on it. Okay, while we're waiting to cap that, let's self some CP. I have to go turn these vehicles off too. They're noisy.
Sector seized. Voting for the next sector. Select sector.
Ah, we go. Peace and quiet. Okay, so now for the fun part. I'm gonna spawn in some other drones.
Sector selected.
Please don't smush me. Oh. Wait a second. Well, that's interesting. Question is, can I hook up to this with a... So we got to go get ourselves a terminal. See if we can... Go terminal. Nope, that's what we thought. Okay, so it's not actually getting assigned a pilot. Or a fake pilot or something. Cool looking though. Alright, so let's go back, give ourselves money again. Well, that's a good sign. So that basically means none of these other ones should have an issue either. But it also means none of them are gonna... Yep. Using the airplane spawn code. Okay. Oh, out of money again. Whoa. Okay, this is interesting. So his engine's already started, so and his gear's up. So this guy's gonna spawn in the air, I think. Yep. That was a very expensive, very, very expensive mistake there. Okay, so tell you what, we're going to try something here. I'm gonna spawn that guy in. I'm gonna try to open up my terminal time to... Nope. Okay, so the fixed-wing ones spawn as airplanes, and the non-fixed-wing ones spawn as helicopters. That means we got to add that code that's from the statics into those code blocks, I guess. That was educational. Earned a bunch doing that. Guess I'll also grab Discord here. We technically did test the spawning errors. So, good. Next up, fix Warlords 2 name. Ah, here we go. Briefing name. This is where it's at. Ooh, I think that may be too long to fit inside the that block of the code, but that's okay. Oh, what is this? Dynamic simulation. So a couple months ago, we were trying to use dynamic simulation to stop vehicles from exploding when they hit the ground. Enable dynamic simulation. True, false. That is not what that is doing right there. Okay. Enable dynamic simulation. And it just says number. Like, thanks. That was... I have no clue what this line is doing. It says enable 0, so I'm assuming that's basically false. That's the only two spots in the wiki it's covered. And there's nothing about this. Interesting. Hmm. Okay. Oh, I forgot to update this file. All right, so I think that may be all our changes for tonight. All right, sweet. Okay, so now it is time to do some like verification testing on the official or the dedicated server. Let's go find that. To go to GitHub, grab our mission. Okay, cool. Got it downloaded. Okay, cool. Got that done. Missions. Hang on, I'm working on the dedicated server for a little bit. Sweet. Okay, I think I got it working now. Okay, let's see if we can find it. And early last week it was showing up here. Not good. That's the wrong number. It's oh no. Yeah, sweet. We get to do more work. I got to figure out. Yeah, it's been a while since I did this dedicated server, so I got to re-figure out how to open up these ports. Okay. Let's go to command line. Oh, this is weird. Everything looks like it's set up correctly. Oh, I see. Okay, let's try that again. All right, let's go round 2. Okay, and I do have it set to 64 players this time, so let's try to join and see what happens. We'll be seeing the server, which is good. Super strange because I updated that other computer for. Well, this might be the end of the stream tonight, guys, if I can't figure this out. Because that's what the whole reason I was streaming tonight is because the patch came out yesterday. And I thought I was going to be able to connect to the server. Oh, right there is no. I see no updates for Arma 3 here. And all the ports are open correctly because I can see the server in the list, so. Oh, Okay, well, if this doesn't work, I guess I'll end the stream. Tomorrow night, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna start working on maybe getting the UAVs to work or something. Because that is something I can work on locally. It's showing that I changed player number to 10 just to make sure I was getting a good. That's so weird, dude. Guess they didn't fix the. Oh, lame, dude. That is kind of lame. Alright, well, that destroyed our plans for the night. So yeah, I guess I'll call that a stream, guys. Was not what I was expecting for the night, but that's how it went. I guess we'll wait for the next patch and try again. Super lame. But yeah. Hey guys, I might see you tomorrow. I don't know. Really wanted to get a lot more work done tonight, but if I'm on tomorrow night, we're gonna be at work on spawning things. Since I can do that locally, I don't have to worry about the dedicated server working. Man, I really wanted to test those bugs. But okay guys, I will see you maybe tomorrow. Sorry for the short stream. Thought this was gonna be a lot longer, but yep. See ya.